Hey everybody, it's me, Shannon LaBruyere. I am live and loving it tonight, coming to you live from the John Maxwell certification in Orlando, Florida. And it is a delight to be here. And oh my goodness, you can't really get the best of my view, but there's other places that look really pretty here. Let me see if I can flip this around. I don't think I can. Hi, Mary, I'm glad you're here. So say hi, give me a thumbs up or make a comment. Let me know you're watching and thank you for tuning in. Let me see. So I'm kind of out of my element. I'm in such a different place and I hadn't really thought about this first piece, but our hashtag today is trust the process. And we are going to explore some of the principles that allow us to thrive in all kinds of change. The change we want, the change we don't. It's amazing when you feel that strength of being able to flow with change, to adapt, to create it. It's empowering, and I want you to be empowered. So we're going to talk about that just for a little while. Tonight, Mary, might be a shorter version of Sunday Night Live than usual because I've got some fellow coaches in the building there that we're having a little bit of a networking powwow, so that's kind of fun. Let me see. Thank you and a shout out to my favorite coffee, Thumb Roast Coffee. If you love coffee, you will love Thumb Roast. I did not have my Thumb Roast coffee this morning and I'm so disappointed, but I'm gonna have it tomorrow and I'm excited. Anyway, if you love coffee, go to thumbroastcoffee.com and use the coupon code THRIVE, THRIVE, and get 15% off to try the world's best coffee. I love it, it's my favorite. I look forward to it. I can't wait for you to experience it. Let me see, what else did I have to share? All right, I think that's it. Let's chat just a little bit and feel free to drop a comment in. I'm straight up on Facebook. I'm not using that StreamYard program that I usually use, so I can't show you the fancy banners and stuff. But the upside is that I get to see your comments, like they show up super fast. So drop your comments, say hi, and let's talk for just a minute about hard change. Oh, Mary got caught in the storm and need to dry off, but you're here. Mary, thank you, and take your time, get dried off so you can settle in, and if you have to watch a little bit of this on a recording, it's all right. Jim, I'm glad to see you're watching. Carol, hello, it's good to see you. Awesome, you guys. All right, so we're talking about change, and some people find change really, really hard, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes that's me, so I'm not here to tell you that change is easy. But I can tell you this, if you find change hard and you want to learn to make change easier, this is what you have to do. You have to grow. You have to grow. You have to grow because growth automatically means change. If you're not changing, you're not growing. If you intentionally grow as a person, all right, it looks like I have a bad signal here, so we'll see how long this lasts. So the key to being more accustomed to change, not dreading it as much, is to learn to grow. And there are several ways you can grow. The way I'm pursuing this weekend here, or this coming week for the next 4 days in Florida, I'm growing with like-minded people. People who believe what I believe, who value the things I value, but they think different thoughts. If you want to get better at change, if you want change to feel not as hard, when you start intentionally growing, you will find change comes much easier, even the change that you don't want. That doesn't mean that it's easy, it doesn't mean that it's painless, but you can get better at change. It doesn't have to be as hard. And one of the ways you can do that, trust the process, learn to grow consistently. And so I'm going to ask you a question. Where are you growing consistently? Because growth is change. If you are growing on a continual basis, you are changing. And the fact that you are changing means it's easier for you to change in other areas as well. Some of you might know somebody who's done the same thing the same way for 1,000,000 years and they are stuck. You don't have to be that person. If you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you always got. If you want to get better at changing, a great way to intentionally change is to grow, because growth automatically means change. And a great way to intentionally grow is to fellowship, hang out with people who value what you value, but think different thoughts. It feels great to hang out with people who think the same thoughts. It does. It's fun. It is a blast to hang out with people who think like we do. It's like, oh, you're a perfect match. This is amazing. But this is the problem. That doesn't help us grow. We can have a good time. There's a place for that for sure. Hi, Laura. I'm glad you're here. There's a place for that. But hanging out with people who think exactly like we think does not stretch us and help us to grow. If you want to have an easier time changing in every area of your life, intentionally seeking out people who value what you believe, value what you value and believe what you believe, your core values align, but they think different thoughts. They will sharpen you. You will be creative in their presence, and that creativity helps you to grow. Growth is change. It's the best kind of change. And if you struggle with change, what better place to start than to start growing? And as you grow and you expand and your old skin falls off and you start, or your old wine skin falls off, right? And you get a new one and it gets filled up more, and then that stretches. Kelly, I'm glad you're here. Welcome. So if you want to have an easier time changing, intentionally growing is a perfect way to get started doing that. How do you intentionally grow? Who are you spending your time with? A great, kind of painless place to start is to spend time with people who believe what you believe, but think different thoughts. They sharpen you and they help you to grow, and you are changing because you're growing. So Carol says this: letting go of things that took so much time and taking that time to learn and connect with others, by spending time and investing into them, it has been life-changing. Yeah, life-changing. Thank you, Carol, for sharing that. Changing. Your life has changed because you let go of some things that took time and reallocated that time to intentionally invest it somewhere that was going to allow you to grow and change in a healthy way. I love it. That's another way that we can embrace change in a less scary way. When we say we don't like to change, well, you know what? Spending time with people who sharpen us and get us to think is a great way to change. Taking a look at what we don't need anymore and releasing it, Carol, is a great way to embrace change. Letting go of something means we're no longer holding on to it. We're different. Our atmosphere is different. Our calendar is different. Maybe our closet is different. I love that idea. Thank you for throwing that out there, Carol. It's powerful, because once we start letting go of some things, we're changing. And sometimes those things were dragging us down and preventing us from growing. Anybody else want to share? How do you intentionally grow? Going to something like a conference? Great. That's what I'm doing. I'm here in Orlando for the International Maxwell Certification. Can't wait. It's been a couple years since I've been able to come because of the pandemic. This is amazing. I can't wait to get in the room with those people. How about books? What books are you reading? And are they stretching you? Are they growing? Are they helping you grow? Reading a book that you allow to change the way you look at something? Powerful. That is a powerful way to change and have it not be hard. Change doesn't always have to be difficult. It doesn't have to always be difficult. All right, and the last thing I'm going to cover before I go back in and start growing and changing myself, stretching, is I just want to share that if you keep telling yourself that changing is hard, you're going to believe it. It's as simple as that. Your less than conscious mind believes everything you tell it. And when you go around saying, I hate change, and change is hard, and I don't like it, and change is hard. I tried to spell that out in my little announcement about tonight's session. But if you keep telling yourself that change is hard, change will be hard for you. So, another way to make change less hard is to stop telling yourself that it is. How about just do it? Oh, Carol, thank you. I can't wait to share what I've learned, and I will absolutely share. Next week's Sunday Night Live will be the top 3 things, or maybe 4, that I learned at this beautiful opportunity that I have to hang out with John Maxwell, a leadership guru of world renown, and I can't believe I get to be in the room with him and listen to him impart wisdom to me. It's incredible. I will definitely share that with everybody. All right, Kelly says this, change is hard for me, but I'm learning that change isn't always bad. Yeah, recognizing that it's difficult, but not holding on to that it's too hard, that I can't do it, right? And Kelly, I love your approach to it, to help yourself deal with that idea that change isn't your favorite thing, to remind yourself that there's some good that comes from it, right? There's some good that can come from change. In fact, I would tell you that every change, something good can come out of it. Find the beauty. I could have hashtagged this, find the beauty, you guys. Yeah, find the beauty. Kelly, that is a great illustration of one of the ways that we can navigate change and not be so miserable in the midst of it. Understanding that not all change is bad. I love it. All right, with that, you guys, I am going to go back in. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in and watching just this little short version. And I can't wait until next Sunday to share my learning and my growth and maybe some of the things that I've changed, because I have every confidence that after spending time in this environment, learning, growing, absorbing, I'm going to be a different person when I leave. Oh, and Kelly, mwah, thank you. All right, you guys are awesome. I love you. Take care. Bye.